1906 Stanley Cup, Montreal Arena, Westmount, Quebec. Montreal Wanderers beat New Glasgow NS 7-2 for 17-5 aggregate challenge series victory. In 1930 Fred Newton 27 becomes the first to swim the entire length of the Mississippi River from Fort Dam, Minnesota, to New Orleans, Louisiana. He covers 1,826 miles over 176 days, spending 742 hours in the water. In 1933 New York Yankees owner Jacob Ruppert refuses to release future Baseball Hall of Fame slugger Babe Ruth to manage the Cincinnati Reds. In 1934 first collegiate basketball doubleheader is played at Madison Square Garden. New York University beats Notre Dame 25-18. Westminster adjacent, John S. 37-33. Thesz vs. Marshall 1937 Lou Thesz beats Everett Marshall in St. Louis to win NWA World Heavyweight title, youngest ever. 1943 NFL All-Star Game, Chicago Bears beats NFL All-Stars 28-14. Maurice Richards Fastest to 100 1945 Montreal right-wing Maurice Richards scores twice in Canadiens' 5-4 loss to Chicago Blackhawks to record his 100th NHL career goal, reaches mark in 145 games, then fastest in history, since broken by Mike Bossy. 100 goals in 129 games. In 1955, NHL officials wear new vertically striped black and white sweaters for the first time in Montreal Canadiens' 5-2 win over Toronto Maple Leafs. In 1957 National Football League Championship, Briggs Stadium, Detroit. Detroit Lions beat Cleveland Browns 50-14. Lions score 2 touchdowns in each quarter. In 1960, Australian cricket batting champion Doug Walters makes first-class debut for NSW Queensland in Sydney at just 17 years, 8 days, scores 50 in NSW second innings. In 1960, British driver Graham Hill wins the South African Grand Prix at Prince George Circuit in a BRM, takes out his first F1 World Drivers' Championship by 12 points from Scotsman Jim Clark. In 1963 National Football League Championship, Wrigley Field, Chicago. Chicago Bears beat New York Giants 14-10. Giants' third consecutive championship defeat. Played in temperatures under 10 F12C. In 1965 CBS purchases NFL TV rights for 1966-68 at $18.8 million per year. NY Jets beat Oakland Raiders 1968 AFL Championship. Shea Stadium, New York Jets beat Oakland Raiders 27-23. Joe Namath 3 TD passes Sparks Jets to win. In 1968 NFL Championship, Cleveland Municipal Stadium, Baltimore Colts out Cleveland Browns 34-0. In 1970 Ballon d'Or, Bayern Munich striker Gerd Müller wins award for Best European Football Player ahead of West Ham United defender Bobby Moore and Cagliari forward Luigi Riva. In 1972 Test cricket debut of Jeff Thomson and Max Walker v Pakistan at MCG. In 1974 AFC Championship, Oakland Coliseum, Pittsburgh Steelers beat Oakland Raiders 24-13. In 1974 NFC Championship, Metropolitan Stadium, Bloomington, Minnesota Vikings beat Los Angeles Rams 14-10. In 1978 Test cricket debut of Alan Robert Border v England at the MCG. In 1979 Red Army beats NY Islanders 3-2 at Nassau Coliseum. In 1981 Ballon d'Or, Sherman 1-2-3 with Bayern Munich forward Karl-Heinz Rummenigge taking title of Europe's best football player for the second straight year. Beats teammate Paul Breitner and Barcelona midfielder Bernd Schuster. Sports history 1980. American college football coach Paul Bear Bryant ends his career with University of Alabama 323 wins. 1983 Second college football holy war. Notre Dame beats Boston College 19-18 in Memphis. In 1983 Australian cricket batsman Graham Yallop completes a painstaking 206-8, 716 runs by Pakistan in the drawn fourth test in Melbourne. Gavaskar surpasses Bradman 1983 Indian cricket opening batsman Sunil Gavaskar scores an unbeaten 236 in drawn 6 test v West Indies at Chennai. His 4th test double century and 30th century surpassing Don Bradman's record of 29. In 1984 NHL St. Louis Blues launched 27 shots in one period during 5-1 loss to visiting New York Islanders. NY goaltender Kelly Rudy finishes game with 47 saves. Gretzky reaches 100 points. 1984 Wayne Gretzky scores his NHL career 32nd hat-trick, adds 3 assists in Edmonton's 6-3 win over Detroit Red Wings for his 100th point in just 35 games, second fastest in history, recorded 100 points in 34 games in 1983. In 1987 Ballon d'Or, Milan's Dutch midfielder Ruud Gullit wins Best Football Player in Europe award ahead of Paulo Futre, Porto, Atletico Madrid and Real Madrid striker Emilio Butrago. In 1988 Soviet Red Army team edges NY Islanders 3-2 at Nassau Coliseum. In 1988 Toronto's Ed Oxick and Gary Leeman score goals just 4 seconds apart in the third period, tying the NHL record for fastest 2 goals by one team. Leafs beat the Quebec Nordiques 6-5. In 1989 Wayne Gretzky and Martina Navratilova are named Athletes of the Decade by the Associated Press. Warren's famous hat-trick. 1994 Australian cricket's spin king Shane Warne dismisses England's Phil de Freitas, Darren Goh and Devon Malcolm for a famous hat-trick and second test win in Melbourne. In 1997 Carquest Bowl 8, Georgia Tech beats West Virginia 35-30. In 1997 Cricket Women's World Cup, Australia defeats New Zealand by 5 wickets. In 2007 American boxer Steve Cunningham defends his IBF Cruiserweight title for the first time with a 12th round TKO of local favourite Marco Huck in Bielefeld, Germany. Brady throws record 50th TD pass. 2007 Tom Brady sets a then NFL record, throwing his 50th touch-in pass. And the New England Patriots become the first team in NFL history to finish the regular season 16-0. Schumacher's ski accident. 2013 7-time World F1 motor racing champion Michael Schumacher suffers a serious head injury in a ski accident in the French Alps. His condition still remains unclear. 2018 85th Orange Bowl. 1 Alabama beats 4 Oklahoma 45-34. In 2020 Milwaukee Bucks break NBA record for most 3-pointers made by a team in a single game, with 29 in a